Good morning, boys and girls. Miss Angela here. Please sit down, take a seat, get at your desk. Let's get ready to work today. Hi, boys and girls. It's Miss Angela, and we are on day 160 of drawing together. 160 days. So I'm going to remove these because there's really no glass in them, but that's okay. I'm going to remove them because it seems like I can see better without them. So we are going to, since about now, everybody's pretty much back in school or going to school really soon. So let's do a back to school picture. So everybody grab your paper, your pencil, your crayons, your markers, your colored pencils, whatever you have, and let's get drawing together. I got my big pad of paper here all ready to go. Now I'm going to take this down just a little bit so we can see the bottom. There we go. We want to be able to see the whole piece of paper. I just dropped my crayon. Hold on. I'm back. Okay, here we go. Now, I'm going to draw a schoolhouse, just an old-fashioned one-room schoolhouse, because way back in the day, they didn't have the big, beautiful buildings we have now with the cafeterias and the gyms and the art rooms and music rooms and all the classrooms. What they had was one room, and everybody went into the one-room schoolhouse to learn. So let's go ahead and draw a very old-fashioned one-room schoolhouse. So I'm going to draw the outside of the building. Now, instead of just drawing a square, I'm going to come in a little bit. So I'm going to start, let's start right over here. I'm going to come down here, just like that. See how it's kind of at a little bit of a curve. And then I'm going to do another one right here. Just a little bit. See how it's going to come in smaller, just to give it a different twist. Now down here, I'm going to put a bottom on it. I'm going to connect it. So we've got the bottom of our schoolhouse. And then up here, let's go ahead, right like a point. And it's going to look a little bit like a birdhouse, I think. So we're going to make a point right up to about the middle. And then we're going to come down and get to the other side. Now we've got the shape of our schoolhouse. Let's go ahead and give it a roof. So the roof is going to be at the same angle, but I'm just going to come down a little farther, just like that, and make a little end on it like that. And then I'm going to come up, just like that, right to the same point. Going to do the same thing on the other side. Come down a little bit beyond my roof line. Make a line and then go right up and meet that one. Just like that. So now we've got our building. Now let's go ahead and put like a steeple on the top of it where we're going to have a clock so everybody knows when it's time to go to school. So we're going to do it kind of the same way, but we're going to do it straight. We're going to come right down like this. And then we're going to do another one right over here. So right on both sides of the peak. Now let's go ahead and make a line straight across. I'm going to go out beyond my line, just like that. And then I'm going to make a point on the top of it like this for a roof. Lots of triangles in this picture. And then let's go ahead and put a roof, just like we did down here. We're going to put a little roof on that. Go beyond it and go up and go beyond it. And let's go up. Make sure I connect here. There we go. And then right in the middle here, I'm going to put a little clock. So I'm going to do a circle. The best circle you can. If it's not perfect, that's okay. And then you can put little numbers in here if you want, like a clock really has. Okay, I'm going to just 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Oh my gosh, I didn't even do it right. I didn't do it right. I didn't put the numbers on there right. Too late now. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and get a door so we can get into our building. So we're just going to draw a big rectangle, just like this, and put a top on it. And then we're going to put 2 windows on each side so the kids can look out when they get bored. They can look outside. So let's say, let's put a littler rectangle here. And then we'll put a matching one right over here. Just like that. And then just so we know they're windows, I'm going to, you know how the windows have like a bar in between them? I'm going to show you. We're going to put this. So the window panes are smaller. We're going to do it just like that, like a cross on there, I guess you'd call it. And that means it's got 4 windows. And let's go ahead and give ourselves a doorknob there while we're here. There we go. We got a doorknob. Now up here, because it's kind of blank, I want people to know when they're driving by what that building is. So I'm going to put the sign that says school on it. But I don't want just a straight line. You could make one, but I'm going to make mine a little curved, just like that. And then I'll make another line up above it and try to stay with the same curve. And then I'm going to come down like that. And I'm going to write the word school in here. Make sure I spell the word school right. School. School. Now everybody knows that it's a schoolhouse. It's just kind of plain right now, so let's just have some fun. Let's make a tree over here. So I'm going to make the trunk of the tree go all the way up, and another trunk, the other side of it, go all the way up like that. Notice how I made it go out at the top? Now I'm going to make it a little V. I'm going to connect it. So those look like the branches of the tree. And maybe I'll even put a bottom on our tree there. I have it a little crooked looking, if you can see. Okay, now we have to have a tree on the top. Now we want to make, a tree is always pretty big up here. You don't want to make just a little tree. But I want it to be behind the school. So I'm going to start over here at the corner of the building. I'm going to make it fluffy like a cloud. And I'm going to make it pretty big. Just like that, we have a tree. And then you can end those if you want to, too. Now, you know what? This is looking really fun. So let's just keep going with the fun. And let's make a sunshine up here. Because we're going to school in the daytime. And I think I'm going to do it like this time. But you could just make lines that come out of your sun. You could do it any way that you like to make a sun. There we go. And then maybe down here, let's keep it really simple today. I'm going to draw a stick figure. You know what a stick figure is? It means that you draw a person, but they don't have a lot of thickness in their arms. They're just made like sticks. So there we go. We got a little stick man right there. And I'm going to give my little stick boy some hair that's going straight up in the air. And I'm going to give him a couple little eyes and a huge smile because he's really excited about going to school. And then you could do a little stick girl. You could do your whole family there, all the kids in the family. And then let's go ahead and let's make some grass going across here. Guess we'll do this very colorful. Giving myself an awful lot of coloring to do today. So now we have got our beautiful little schoolhouse. So I'm going to do my schoolhouse kind of traditionally. It's red. So I am going to do, oh, that's not a very bright red. Let me see if I can find another red here. Let's see. That's not a reddy red. I should have found this beforehand. Yeah, that's more red. That's more what I'm looking for. The other one's kind of pink. So I'm just going to color in here. I'm going to color the top. We might be watching me color for a while today because this is a lot of coloring I got going here. When we do these, it's almost like making our very own coloring pages when you draw with me, because then you can color them in any way you want. And let's color all in here, all our little red schoolhouse. And you got to think about what all those kids are going to be learning in there that day. They're going to be doing math and reading and social studies, if it's called social studies anymore. History, maybe. But there's all kinds of different things you learn in school. You do art and you do music. You have gym. What's your favorite subject to do in school? Mine was always art. I know that's hard to believe, but I always liked to do art the best. That was the class I always looked forward to. I was always best at art and things. I wasn't great at math. I'm still not really great at math, but I try my best. And it's always good when you're at school to learn everything, because you never know when you get older what you're going to need to know, what you're going to use when you become an adult. You think, oh, I'll never use that when I grow up, and surprise, surprise, you do. So you got to learn and really, really listen to your teachers and try to do all your work the very best you can. So sometimes my kids would always say that they weren't very good at something, that somebody else in the class was better. And I said, long as you try your very best, then that's all that really matters. I'm going to do brown now. I'm going to go ahead and do my roof, just a little roof. I've got this one so close to this, it's hard to color in up here. And then let's do this roof, little brown roof. Oh, it's all coming together now. It looks fun, doesn't it? So we are at day 160. Wow, that's a lot of times drawing together. I got to get my costumes back out for you. We're coming up, let's see, it's September. This is fall. We got to be doing some fall things. Maybe we'll do something that has to do with fall. All right, I got brown, brown, and brown, and I'm going to do my tree green. Just like this. I'm coloring kind of fast, but trying to stay in the lines. It's kind of a fun one because this can be very, very colorful when you're done. You can hang this one on your refrigerator. Okay. And a little bit down there. Okay, now, I should have brought more of my crayons out before I started. All right, let's go ahead and do my sun. I'm going to do the outside of my sun orange. I don't know why I like that, because it kind of shows up better. So I'm going to draw the whole, all my rays coming out of my sun. And I like to do mine kind of, they're all over the place. They're not really, everyone's not exactly the same. I might have to switch sides here. It's getting hard to do over here. Yeah, that's much better. But like I was saying, the rays don't have to match. See how skinny that one is and how fat that one is? That's what makes it yours. And it makes it a drawing. It makes it fun. Okay, got that done. Now let's go ahead and we're going to put yellow right in the middle of it. You can even have fun and put a face inside of your sun if you want to. And I don't know, maybe I think I'm going to do the sign here, the school sign yellow. I think that would make it show up really well. Alrighty, what else do we need? I'm thinking maybe a little light blue in our windows. A little light blue here. And a little light blue in this window. Can you hear my dog walking around? Can you hear little footprints going, little footsteps? He decided he was going to come down and join me while I am drawing. I'm going to go back and put a little yellow on my doorknob because I want a nice, bright, cheerful doorknob. And then I'm going to go back to my brown, and I'm going to do my door brown because it's a nice wooden door. All right, what do we have here? I think I'm going to grab another green. I'm going to peel it down a little bit. Now, I didn't do anything with here. I don't know what I should do there. Should I make it red or should I make it a different color? You know what? I might have it be fun. I might go ahead and make this yellow up here. You can make your schoolhouse any way you want. Yeah, I like that. It makes it nice and bright. And then maybe I'll take some green and go down here. And I'm going to do the grass. Like I said, you can have as many people in this as you want. You can have a teacher. You can have your brother, your sister. You can have anything in this you want. The little one-room schoolhouse. This is a fun one to color because there's lots of things to color on it. You can even have somebody looking out the window if you want to. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the sky. Just because I've done all the rest of it, we'll just give the sky a little bit of blue color. Trying not to color on anything else. Now, I don't know what to do with my stick figure. Maybe I should color them in a little. I don't know. Let me think about it while I'm finishing my sky up. I'm going to go over here. All right, now I'm going to have to switch sides again because it's a whole lot easier to draw on the side I'm on. Oh, this is fun. I like this. This is like our own coloring book. Lots and lots to color on this one. It's our back to school one. And most of you, I think, are home this weekend because it's Labor Day weekend. So you got a long weekend before we really start school again, before we jump into everything. And I'm going to grab a little skin color. And I'm going to give my little guy some skin color. Not that you can really see it too much, but let's give him a little skin color. Okay, boys and girls, we got our one-room schoolhouse. So I'll see you soon with the 161st 161 days. Boom. Wow, that's amazing, amazing. So I will see you again. And I don't know what we'll draw next time, but I'll think about it and we'll get going. I'll get going and put it on there really soon. So do what I tell you every single time we're together. I tell you to listen to your parents, listen to your teachers now because you're going to be back in school. I want you to wash your hands and stay safe. I want you to stay creative. And I want you to be kind to each other, everyone. Especially now that you're back in school, find that person that maybe is sitting alone or they don't feel like they have a friend. Be their friend. Be kind. Be nice, everybody. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye now.